well. We got your thoughts, and when we do return, a big Thursday night football game is tonight, Browns and Broncos. Who needs this game more? And I'll also admit, it pains me to give this one team in baseball kudos, but I will because they deserve it. I'll tell you who that team is when the Ryan Hickey Show does return right here on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. As a volunteer, you deliver a hot, nutritious meal and a friendly hello to someone just like your mother, grandfather, or next door neighbor. These seniors are inspiring people with incredible stories to share, and they love to see you. The smiles you get back are priceless. Delivering with Meals on Wheels is easy, and you don't have to drive like me for it to be quick. You can volunteer your lunch break once a week or just once a month. With 1 in 6 seniors facing hunger and many more living in isolation, your lunch break can make a real difference. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Okay, Simon, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. And what do people normally wear?
Clothes.
Exactly. So now mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Clothes keep us warm, they look good, and if we go out without them, the neighbors will talk. So it's important to know how to get dressed. Here's how it's done. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. If you're wearing a tie, it goes over, round, through, and pull tight. Tuck your shirt into your pants and zip up your flap. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears.
I love bunnies.
Good to know. Now remember, spots don't go with stripes, socks don't go with sandals, and if you've tucked in your shirt, wear a belt. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
So you see, son, good manners are very, very important. Someday, many years from now, when you're a grown-up, you'll be a man. And when you are, you should be a gentleman. Do you want me to go through it one more time?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If a door's shut, then knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't speak with your mouth full, don't reach across people's plates, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. While we're at it, don't stare, don't use foul language, don't call people names, but do remember people's names. Always share your toys, play nice, and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give up your seat to anyone who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. Welcome back to the Ryan Hickey Show, right here on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
And welcome back in to the Ryan Hickey Show with you on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network on this Thursday morning, getting you ready for week number 7, about to kick off in a few hours tonight in Cleveland. We'll give you thoughts on that game in a second here between the Browns and the Broncos. But I do want to talk a little playoff baseball here quickly and give kudos where kudos belong. The Atlanta Braves win a tremendous and, for me, impressive game number 4 in Los Angeles last night to go up now 3-1 and put the Dodgers on the brink. Season could end tonight in LA. Braves trying to end that series and advance to the World Series. Now, I will say this. As a Mets fan myself, never easy to give the Braves compliments, but I will give them compliments here because after game 3, to be honest, I thought this series was over and the Dodgers were going to win. You at home, win the first 2 games, and both in walk-off fashion. Okay, happens, close games, you got the hit. Congratulations. The Dodgers, despite their loaded lineup, were not able to get that one hit. Props to the Braves. They were able to get the job done. And even game number 3, going up 5-2 and controlling the game the way they did. Cody Bellinger hit that home run in the 8th inning to tie it up at 5-5. Then you had Mookie Betts doubling the winning run a little bit later on, and the Dodgers win an emotional game, which you thought they were dead. This showed you no signs of life, but all of a sudden that little spark, I really thought that home run was going to change the series for LA. That could have really kind of been the here we go again for the Braves. Oh my, like here come the Dodgers. This is the team that everyone thought, was one of the best teams in baseball. On paper, they are the best team in baseball roster-wise. Here they come. And last night, going against Julio Urias, a 20-game winner in Game 4, where the Braves, I know it's more common, but going with a bullpen game to me is always a little spotty where you never truly know if one reliever could come in there and get it. Drew Smiley was your kind of bulk pitcher, as you will. I thought it was not a great spot for the Braves to be in, and they just bludgeon the Dodgers. Solo home run after solo home run. Eddie Rosario right now, absolutely white hot. They continue to pitch to him, the Dodgers do, and he continues to make them pay. He's been absolutely tremendous so far through this postseason for the Braves. And the fact that they're able to continue to respond despite the adversity they go through, right? First losing Ronald Acuna Jr. for the rest of the season after he got seriously hurt halfway through the year. Mike Soroka, one of their best young pitchers, unable to return after an Achilles injury. They have continued to just clear these hurdles. No problem. 2 of our best players can't play. Fine. We don't need them. We'll continue to win. And they have. This is part of the reason why I love, honestly, playoff baseball is because you have, on paper, again, the most talented team in the Dodgers, 106 wins on the season. Going against a Braves team that I didn't give them really any shot, to be completely honest, of winning the series. And they come in there without their 2 best players and still now put the Dodgers up 3-1 on the brink. When you are hot, you are hot. Jock Peterson has been tremendous, getting some big hits for this team. This has been I can't say a fun Braves team to watch because, again, as a Mets fan, I can never say that. But this has been the closest thing to that. Like, they have been tremendous. They have continued to show great resolve and continue to bounce back. It's one of those teams that, similar to the Nationals in 2019, where you keep thinking, there's no way they'll continue this. There's no way they're going to continue winning. And they do. The Nats won the World Series that year. And you know what? At this point, it's tough to pick against the Braves. I picked the Dodgers before the series. I'm going to go down my pick. I think they'll come back. I don't think they'll come back, but I'm still going to pick them for a miracle and come back down 3-1. But this Braves team, they are really showing tremendous resolve. And I just got to give props where props are due. This team has been incredible, continue to overcome adversity, and they so far have earned their way to 1 win away from going to the World Series. Congrats to them. The Astros on the flip side, too, I thought were going to beat the Red Sox. Had my concerns about the about the Astros bullpen, I should say, when the Red Sox were just bludgeoning games 2 and 3. They would just beat the crap out of this Astros bullpen that was getting no length from their starters. And despite that, bullpen has come back, despite being tired, have really shut down the Red Sox so far. And even though I picked the Astros kind of halfway through, I'm like, oh man, this pitching is so depleted. Like, the Red Sox are just going to keep on blowing through the Astros bullpen here, and it's going to get ugly. But it has not gotten ugly. Credit to the Astros again now. 2 games in a row. They showed tremendous bounce back, tremendous bullpen game essentially in game number 3 or game number 4. And Framber Valdez last night was absolutely dominant. Astros now go back home 3-2. Looks like we will get a Braves-Astros World Series here. Both teams can take care of business. Astros up 3-2. They play tomorrow night. Tonight, the Braves look to close out the Dodgers. Been a fun postseason. A ton of drama here. A ton of unexpected drama that I did not see coming. Also, tonight, we have a game number 5 in baseball. We have a Thursday night special here. Browns and the Broncos. I'm curious your thoughts here quickly. Who needs this game more? Because for me, I know the Browns come into 2021 with higher expectations, right? For me, they were Super Bowl contenders. They are now 3-3. Short week after, a deflating home loss to the Cardinals. Despite the fact that the Browns, still to me are way more Super Bowl and playoff viable threats than the Broncos, I think Denver needs this game more. They are in more desperate of a win than the Browns are. And frankly, I think we'd be criticizing the Broncos if they lose this game tomorrow more than we would be criticizing the Browns if they lose. Because you look at Cleveland's roster, they are decimated by injuries. Like, you look at going into this game, no Baker Mayfield, no Nick Chubb, no Kareem Hunt. It looks like Jack Conklin, their right tackle, is going to be out for the game, but Jedrick Wills, their left tackle, will play. So you have no quarterback, neither of your top two running backs on a run-first team, mind you. Your right tackle looks to be out. Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. is questionable. Like, you have so many injuries piling up. Your young outside linebacker Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah out for Cleveland. The injuries are so vast and so numerous that, honestly, even though Teddy Bridgewater is dealing with his own set of injuries, this is a game the Broncos can't lose. You can't lose, I'm sorry, even on the road on a short week, to Case Keenum, Dearness Johnson, Felton's another young running back they have, and an offensive line that's beat up. You can't. This is a must win for the Broncos, to me, more than it is the Browns. This team that started off 3-0, not that everyone was believing in Denver, not that anyone was kind of buying into wins over the Jets, the Giants, and the Jaguars, but Vic Fangio is coaching for his job. Teddy Bridgewater is playing for his job. This is a Broncos team that I thought was going to be competitive, like 7 and I guess 10, 8 and 9 sort of area for them this year. And I think the 3-0 start got some people believing. They look to be frauds, and so far they're playing good. They've lost 3 straight games. For the Broncos, who basically, to me, have to make the playoffs for Vic Fangio to keep his job, probably have to make the playoffs, if that, for Teddy Bridgewater to even have a chance to come back next year. This is a game you can't lose. I thought they would beat the Raiders coming off the emotional and turbulent week the Raiders had last week. The Raiders blew them out. You now cannot come off a Raiders loss and then short week lose to the Browns B squad. You can't. Broncos desperately need this win. Now, with that said, I'm going to pick the Browns at home to win. I am. I think the Browns have a better coach. I think they are in a better situation, even though, again, they're decimated by injuries. I think they have a better game plan, more confidence, and I feel better about the Browns, even with Case Keenum at quarterback and 2 backup running backs playing, than I do about Teddy Bridgewater in this offense. This defense has been disappointing. The offense has been really not great. If you get Teddy to throw the ball, you're in big trouble. The offensive line has been leaky at times as well. There are some legitimate concerns here for Denver, and I think some red flags we kind of highlighted going into the season that are now kind of showing themselves to really be issues in Denver. So even though the B squad, with no Baker, no Nick Chubb, no Kareem Hunt, no Jack Conklin, Odell Beckham Jr. is questionable with a shoulder injury. It looks like Jedrick Wills is going to play the left tackle for the Browns, but again, he's been dealing with an ankle injury as well this season. So they're banged up. The Browns are banged up. With that said, though, I will take Cleveland tonight to start off week number 7 with the win, get to 4-3 before they play the Steelers next week on Halloween. So that'll do it for this edition of the Ryan Hickey Show. Make sure you're always checking us out on social media. Whether it's on Facebook, Worldwide Sports Network, whether it's on Twitter, WWSRN_radio, or at Ryan Hickey Show, YouTube, Worldwide Sports Network, where we are there, and our app, WWSRN for iPhone, Worldwide Sports Radio Network for Android. Enjoy the playoff baseball tonight and tomorrow. We'll see if the Braves can close it out. I will take them, put the final nail in the coffin here, and take down the Dodgers. See if the Astros can join the World Series tomorrow night. A lot of college football action, a lot of NFL action. A great weekend to be a sportsman. And the NBA is back. Enjoy it all. Hockey's back. All 4 sports this weekend will be in action. Great time to be alive. So enjoy it. Stay safe. Stay sane. And we'll talk to you on Monday right here on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.